When I met Raghav, he was a dreamer lost in spreadsheets and stock charts. By day, he worked a regular tech support job in Bangalore, but at night, he was consumed by the market, Bollinger Bands, RSI, candlestick patterns. He believed trading was his escape from mediocrity, his path to freedom. I didn't understand any of it at first, but I understood him, and that was enough. I'd sit beside him during those long nights, asking softly, "How did the market treat you today?" I didn't know back then that I was signing up to love someone who would eventually forget how I helped him rise. I was a kindergarten teacher, calm, organized, and simple. But when I saw the fire in Raghav's eyes, the frustration, the hope, I knew I wanted to be a part of his world. So I opened YouTube, typed stock market for beginners, and began. Slowly. Quietly. I didn't tell him at first. I wanted it to be a surprise, my own silent way of saying, "I believe in you." The first time he noticed was when I corrected one of his trades. He stared at me like I was someone new. I may have taken a course, I admitted shyly. Our evenings changed after that. No more Netflix and mindless scrolling. Our coffee dates turned into research sessions. I became his other half, not just emotionally, but intellectually. We were building something. Together. I made mistakes. Picked a terrible penny stock once. Lost 40% in a week. He teased me. Trading isn't just tips. It's study, Telegram girl. But I got better. I started reading company reports, learning ratios, decoding balance sheets. He handled the technical side. I handled the fundamentals. We crafted a strategy. We celebrated every win. We learned from every fall. Our first real win came when we combined our strategies. We put 50,000 Indian rupees into a pharma stock. It hit our target in 2 weeks. We earned 18,000 Indian rupees. It wasn't much, but it felt like we'd just won the lottery. That night, he told me, "You've changed my life." I smiled. "You changed mine too." Sometimes we had setbacks, but we had the support of each other. The market turned. Losses piled up. Raghav started losing confidence. He said, "Maybe I'm not cut out for this." I held his hand and reminded him of his dream. "Growth isn't glamorous," I told him. "It's hard work done in silence." He looked at me like he still saw me. We adjusted. Read books. Switched to long-term investments. Started mutual funds. Weekends were spent sipping chai and planning our financial future. We weren't rich, but we felt rich in vision, in effort, in togetherness. One night he asked, "Why did you even do this? You don't love finance." I smiled. "Because I love you. And because no one's coming to save us. We have to build our future ourselves." He hugged me. And I believed him in that moment. I was blinded by love. I could only see growth with Raghav and our happy life in the future. So we launched a channel, Stocks and Chai. Shared our lessons, our mistakes. It grew. So did we. Brands approached. Workshops followed. We launched a learning platform, Stable Growth with Us. The name reflected our journey. Or so I thought. He proposed quietly, just chai, a ring engraved with Indian rupee infinity, and a soft promise. For every uptrend and every fall, I want to walk this market and life with you. I said yes, because I thought we were forever. As we started our future journey, after I became his official fiancé, I sacrificed my weekends, my sleep, even my family gatherings for our beautiful, warm future. I cooked. I researched. I loved him in silence and service. I never asked for flowers or fancy dates, just his time, his heart. But slowly, he stopped offering either. While Raghav began heading forward, I became his assistant. He started using me for research, for help, for comfort. When he needed affection, I was there. When he succeeded, he celebrated with others. When I cried, he said, "Don't be dramatic. Don't be unreasonable." Still, I stayed. Still, I loved. Loved him with my whole heart. Still, I thought, maybe one day he'd see me. Just once. As a capable partner. As the girl he loved. But as the old saying goes, people don't change during struggle. They change after having everything. And then one day, Raghav changed. From the very start, I loved Raghav with a rare kind of intensity. The kind that didn't ask for attention but gave all of it. I was the girl who'd write him notes and leave them on his laptop. Don't forget, you're going to change the world. But please remember to eat first. I would stay up to quiz him before job interviews, even when I had early classes. I once missed my own cousin's wedding just to care for him when he had a breakdown after a bad investment. Every evening, when he returned tired and frustrated, I greeted him not with questions, but with his favorite food, a warm smile, and a calming voice. Then, success finally came. Our YouTube blew up. Our courses went viral. Brands paid them lakhs. But with success came a different Raghav. A sharper haircut, new clothes, a sudden addiction to social media and popularity. And someone new. Tanisha. Model. MBA. Million followers. Magazine cover-worthy beauty. They met at a business panel. Raghav was spellbound. I was invisible. He introduced Tanisha to the team as our brand face. Then she became his business partner. And within months, his girlfriend. I found out when I saw a tag story of them vacationing in the Maldives. I stared at the screen. No explanation. No breakup text. No apology. Just disappearance. Just erasure. One day, I confronted him at the office. I stood in the same building I helped design, carrying the same dream we built together. Why, Raghav? He looked at me like I was interrupting something important. I've changed, Ananya. We've grown apart. You knew this wasn't going to be forever. I looked at him like he was a stranger. I gave you everything. He sighed. I didn't ask you to. My voice broke. I washed your blood-stained shirts when you broke your knuckles punching walls after a loss. I lied to your parents when they blamed you. I did your work. Your research. I stood by you like a wife when I was just your girlfriend. And now you treat me like I was just a temporary handholder until you found someone hotter. Raghav's silence said everything. And in that silence, my world shattered. That sentence broke something inside me. My heart clenched. Tears welled up in my eyes. I knew in that moment we had gone beyond repair. This wasn't a momentary mistake. It was a chosen betrayal. Raghav knew what this would do to me, but he chose it anyway. I went to our apartment, packed all my things, and walked out. Left the keys. I left everything. The business, the brand, the house. He kept the name, the team, the spotlight. I walked away with only my broken heart and an old laptop filled with all the files I once made for him. I had no intention of fighting. No drama. No revenge. Just silence. Because I had loved too deeply to waste time on hate. He kept the platform. I kept my dignity. I spiraled in bed for months. I couldn't taste food. I couldn't remember the days. My body was fine, but my soul? Crushed. Crushed by the reality of how a man can change so suddenly. How he can forget the time we spent, the love we shared, the struggle we faced. I replayed every memory, every laugh, every plan, every lie. It hurt more because I believed it was real. But love given without respect isn't love. It's slavery. Once I convinced myself he never truly loved me, I started to heal from the betrayal. I decided to build my own world. I started over. Moved to Pune. Launched Herworth, a platform teaching women to manage their finances. Herworth wasn't just about investing. It was therapy. It was security. It was healing. Years later, I stood on a renowned stage, wearing a sari. No makeup. No ring. Just truth. I spoke about women like me. Women who are not broken, just bent. Women who rise. Not for revenge, but for themselves. Raghav felt something gnawing inside him. Tanisha had left him months ago. His fame was fading. Scandals had surfaced. His nights were filled with silence. And the girl who once begged for his love was now too far for even his regrets to reach. He watched the talk. I know, because he messaged me. You really became someone. I didn't reply, because I already was someone. He just never looked. He had chosen fantasy over loyalty. And now he had nothing left but screenshots of what used to be. Me? I had peace because I may have lost a man. But he lost a woman who would have built him an empire. with her bare hands and bleeding heart. I built him. With my belief. With my time. With my soul. And when he no longer needed me, he walked away. But here's what he never realized. He left behind the woman who made him. And I became the woman who no longer needed him. Some women are the foundation. And when they leave, the empire collapses. I didn't lose him. He lost me. Forever. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mended Souls, where broken souls shine beyond their scars. And tell us in the comments, what part hit you the hardest? Your story matters too.